Hi, everybody. I wanted to just introduce myself to the new people that don't know me. My name is 𝗵𝗠 I'm from Sydney, Australia. I'm 47 years old. I'm married. I've got two little kids, one of which is down there, which you can't see, watching the iPad and singing heads, shoulders, knees, and toes. And she is part of the reason why I'm doing these digital cohorts. Um, So just wanted to get logistics out of the way. I'm in Sydney, Australia, which means that I am in your future. So either a day ahead or 12 hours ahead or whatever. So I'm going to be ahead of you. Um, Couple of things. It goes from the 18th of November through to the 30th. The 18th of November through to the 18th of December. That is exactly 30 days. That means that it's 7 days before Christmas. How bizarre. And I'm going to just let you know a little bit about my personality, and some of you guys already know me from calls and stuff like that. Um, I've got a sales background, so I bring certain skills to this group, this cohort that we're doing. But I want to say that we all bring certain skills in. So if you're a marketer, if you're a project manager, if you're a designer, if you're a scientist, a pharmacist, a doctor, a copywriter, a builder, whatever, you all bring certain skills. And what you don't realize is that you need to use those skills while you develop your writing. And that's something that I have learnt. And that is something that I've realized. And I've got mentors and friends around me that are in this group that have been coaching me over the last 2 years on and off through conversations, relationships, and all sorts of things like that. And that will emerge. And so it's upon you to understand what your superpower is and how you then use that with your content. Now, quickly, it's going to be 30 days, and I know that not everybody's going to be able to produce 30, but I'm going to try and produce 30 days worth of content. And what's right for me is not may be right for you. That's okay. But the goal is to produce 30 pieces of content. That's what the whole Ship30 for 30 cohort-based courses were about. There was pressure, people were posting. You felt this urgency. You'd go through the lectures, you'd turn up on the live calls, you'd watch the replays, and at the end you'd have this celebration call, and it was a really special experience for the couple that I jumped on. Um, what you're seeing here is an example of content that I've produced over the last couple of cohorts. Um, it is very different to what I do when I first joined. And so the expectation of you is very different to the expectation of me. And for me, these types of runs produce awareness and they ultimately generate business. They generate conversations. And you've got to remember that that's what social copywriting does. We're all copywriters. It's not about being professional or not. If you produce copy, if you look at the etymology of that, it is basically words which have been put together for the sake of advertising, putting it out. And if you're posting on LinkedIn, X, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, that is copy. So you're all copywriters. We're all copywriters. Don't be fooled for a minute that there are professional copywriters and all. There are in the sense they're getting paid to do that. But if you're doing this to build a business, you're a copywriter. Okay. Um, so first things first, let's jump into school. I just want to take you through what this looks like. In the school chat, I've got 30 comments here, one all the way through to 30. And what's important is you should link your post here as a reply. So if it's day one, post, reply day one, 1 of 30, 2 of 30, 3 of 30, and then pop it in there. If it's day two, do that. Now, the way that I would suggest, and there's no right or wrong, but the way that I would suggest you do it is if you miss 5 days and you're really up to day two, then go back into day two and post day two. We're all day seven. But if you've missed 5 days, go back and whatever you're posting, post it as day 2. And the reason that that's important is that it gives you accountability on how far back you are and what you need to do to go ahead. And this is not about naming and shaming. It is about getting into the mindset of going, great, I need to produce content fast. I have a minimum expectation on what the quality looks like, but ultimately, I'm developing my muscle memory to get the content out, the copy out. So that's what that is. The other benefit of actually posting on school is you will see that a lot of noise will be generated in this particular chat. And what that does is it attracts more people. And what that then does is that other people in the Ship30 crew in this chat, in this asynchronous course that they've bought, will get curious. And then you will then start to build relationships with those people. And then when I do the next run in 2 weeks' time after Christmas, so it'll be the first week of January, while everybody's fat and overweight and, you know, getting over Christmas and stuff like that from all the good stuff. Um, I'm going to be running again. And when that happens, all these new people that have decided to buy Ship30 for 30 and the people that have been slowly, you know, going, oh, I should write, you know, whatever. And they see all this conversation and I start up a new run for January 25, they will then come in and you'll know the game and then you'll make new friends. Because at the heart of what Ship30 for 30 did when they did the live cohorts was it was community. And some of you in here know what it's like because I've met you face to face. We've done these calls and I've got friends all over the world now, like not just internet friends where I send messages. I mean, like had calls, broken bread with, had coffees with, talked about, got advice through really tough times. Tough times where I thought like, shit, am I going to make money from this thing? Am I going to build a business? And the answer is absolutely you will if you put the work in. And it starts with writing, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you need to do. So 1 through to 30, link your comment, your post in there. If you don't want to do it, that's up to you as well. For me, I'm just getting better and better, and it's all about the muscle memory. The next thing that I think is really, really important, and this is something that I have realized, and this might be a little bit cheesy for you. You might feel a bit dirty about it, but when you first start writing, you will not monetize off the back of what you're doing from a content perspective. It's more likely that you will monetize through affiliates and getting people to talk about Ship30 for 30. And that is what Dickie and Cole did, because when they did the the live cohorts, they had an offering called the Captain's Table. And in the Captain's Table, what they talked about was digital courses. And they said that most people do not finish digital courses. They get to a certain point and they just go, yeah, it's fine, whatever. And they've spent like, you know, $2, $3, $4, $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000, whatever. And they don't finish. And so for them, it was critically important that they wanted people to finish the course. And if people finish the course, they'd come out of the other end thinking, hey, I've got 30 days worth of content. I'm a digital writer now. And they would produce these affiliates so that the people that had finished the course would go out and obviously be ambassadors and then get, you know, their friends. And I've got a friend here that actually I did Building a Second Brain years ago, and that's how I met Adrian. And when I did this course, I was like, Adrian, you got to do this, you got to do this. And so he, you know, and so the other thing that you need, like, recommend that you do, go and sign up for the ambassador program. It's in the community under all. You'll see Dickie's chat there saying Ship30 ambassador program. Click on that conversation. It will take you to this page. Go through there, sign it all up. Once you've done that, once you've got the URL for your ambassador code, go to Bitly and create a QR code. And you'll notice that on my content when I'm producing this, all I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, I'm doing a Ship30 for 30 digital. Hey, I'm doing a Ship30 for 30 digital. Hey, I'm doing a Ship30 for 30. And then in the comments, I'll say, hey, if you're interested, go buy the program. Here's my code. I don't have a problem with anyone posting up under my posts, creating your own posts, saying the same thing. Because at the end of the day, my business is my business, your business is yours. There are 7 billion people on the planet, and there's enough to go around. So that's the other thing. So get your affiliates sorted. And on the 18th of November, we ship off on day one. Go through the program. I was very wary of the digital course, but the way it's been produced and the way it's been distilled, and you know, hands down to Dickie and Cole, they've done an amazing job. Like, between 6 and 8 minute videos, they distill all the stuff really well. It's all in school. Um, these guys are truly breathtaking in their execution on stuff. Um, and then obviously there are other courses that go on from this, like there's PGA and a whole bunch of other things. But this is fundamental. This is where it starts. And I cannot encourage you more to go back through the Ship30 Digital, watch the video, a couple of days ahead, get onboarded, get your infrastructure set up, whether it's through Notion. So there's somebody here, it's Janice. Go reach out to Janice and say, hey, would love to have a chat. Do you have a template or something like that? I've got templates as well. But get that all sorted, get your affiliates sorted. Um, put the boat emoji on the 18th, make a proclamation to the world why you're going to post. And I guarantee you at the end of 30 days that you will be proud of what you've achieved, and you will have conversations with people that you didn't think you would, and you will reignited relationships that have been dormant for very long, because everybody's looking, everybody's lurking. And stop worrying about what other people think. Start focusing on what you think and what you want to do, because at the end of the day, this is about you and why you want to do this. It's not about what other people think. It's about what you want to do and the value that you can bring to those people that you can help. So anyway, I'll see you on the 18th of November, and ahoy. God bless.